The one thing that I haven't seen anybody talk about in regards to the Supreme Court upholding the TikTok ban is that the court issued what they call an unsigned opinion. That just sounded so weird and bizarre to me, and I'm not an expert in the Supreme Court, so I had to look up what this was. So in law, a per curiam decision or opinion, sometimes called an unsigned opinion, is one that is not authored or attributed to a specific judge, but rather ascribed to the entire court or panel of judges who heard the case, in this case, the Supreme Court. Did a little bit more digging. Turns out, traditionally, the per curiam opinion was used to signal that a case was uncontroversial, obvious, and did not require substantial opinion. I would argue that the TikTok ban is pretty controversial. Another controversial case that was ruled with an unsigned opinion, do you guys remember Bush v. Gore? Yeah, that was a huge landmark case and a pretty shady ruling, I would say, and also decided who was going to be president under, I don't know, some pretty sketchy circumstances. And according to SCOTUS blog, the Supreme Court in recent years has been doing this more and more, quote unquote, misusing or even abusing these types of unsigned opinions in cases where, they don't really want to put their name on it. The goal, I guess, for them is to maintain institutional credibility. The court might issue a per curiam opinion to project unity and avoid the appearance of partisanship in cases where public trust in the judiciary is at stake. And it's definitely at stake right now, I would say. They also want to deflect individual accountability in highly polarized or politically charged cases. Assigning the opinion to the entire court can diffuse criticism that might otherwise target specific judges. Number 3, strategic ambiguity. The brevity of the per curiam opinions can make them harder to scrutinize, which may be advantageous in controversial cases where the court doesn't want to lay out a comprehensive rationale. Yeah, the court's pretty sketchy, and I think this all fits into kind of the bigger picture, no matter what app we end up using going forward, in that as information becomes more and more decentralized, the government's reaction to this free flow of information is not going to be more transparency, it's going to be more secrecy. So stay vigilant.